welcome in to the North Carolina Cup, our first ever Collegiate Club Showcase. Can't wait to see this match between the University of North Carolina Tar Heels and NC State. We're here in Cary, North Carolina. And we have a perfect afternoon for pickleball. It's about 65 degrees, very little wind on this court. Just a gorgeous day here in North Carolina. So the schedule for this Collegiate Club Showcase, we will start off with men's singles, and everything is going to be 2 out of 3 games to 11, win by 2, standard format. We will have men's singles, we'll go to men's doubles, and then we'll do women's singles, women's doubles, and we'll close the 5-match exhibition with mixed doubles. So whatever college wins 3 out of those 5 matches will be the champions of this Collegiate Showcase. And we're about to get started with men's singles. It is Ian Hutter from North Carolina facing off against Luke Ursery from NC State.
Game 1, time in, 0-0.
And Luke's bio says that his favorite shot is a forehand drive. He went for one there, just missed it a touch short. We'll see how much he drives those forehands. And another one long, you know, maybe a touch nervous. Couple of those forehand drives going too long. So I was watching some of the pros play earlier. The ball is flying pretty fast in these conditions. Yeah, that was a nice return, spotted it right to his backhand side and got a pop up, an easy put away in singles. Definitely try and spot his returns there again throughout the match. One, two. Another return goes long. Maybe a little bit more conservative on his returns. 3-1. And looking at these players' Duper ratings, which the PPA Tour has just recently partnered with as our official rating system, these two players are really, really close. They're both 4.5, 4.6 level, so we should see a really competitive match here. And Ian Hutter from North Carolina trying to flash that two-handed backhand drive from the back line, just barely misses it. 4-1 in favor of Ian Hutter. And that drive from Ian had some dip. As soon as it got over the net, dove on Luke, and he missed the next one. 5-1, a good start for Ian Hutter. Really good playing from Ian there. Staying in attack mode throughout the point. On singles, you definitely want to be aggressive. I like how Luke was moving it around, went to his forehand side, went to his backhand side. He forced the error there. And you can maybe see a little bit of the tennis background from these players. You know, they both like to drive the ball. They're both hitting backhand slice returns. And a lot of times when you see that, these players have played some tennis in the past, maybe high school. I'd have to ask how much tennis background they have. 3-2. Yeah, you can see how high level the play is. I mean, these are 4-5 players. Putting a lot of pace, playing very strategic. 7-2.
Point. 8-2. Side out. 2-8.
It is 2-8. I think he should have stayed with his backhand on that one. Tried to run around it. I think he could have maybe dropped that backhand or tried to drive it. Huge serve from Ian. Wow. It's ridiculous athleticism. Yeah, big shot from Ian. I would say try and keep it away from his forehand on your return. You can really see how much potential Ian has on the court. Definitely a future 5-0. 10-2. And that's a really well-placed block. Not an easy ball to control, but a really nice shot from Mr. Luke Ursery. And a big side out, 2-10. Not a lot of room for error in singles, you know, a pop-up. So much ground you have to cover. You're not sure which direction they're going to go. You have to, can't pop the ball up in singles for sure. Ten four. He's really battling back here at 6'10". And a nice forehand drive to finish it off in game one from Ian Hutter. Ian is 20 years old, hometown Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a junior at UNC, majoring in economics. And he's played pickleball about 3 years. So he's pretty seasoned. Has risen to the 4-5 level from his Duper rating. and definitely looks like a football player out there. It says previous sports, he's played some lacrosse, got a strong upper body, looks like a football player, and some great racket skills. So nice playing Ian. He takes game one 11-6. This is 2 out of 3 games, 2-11. So we'll see if Luke Ursery from NC State can take game 2 and force a third. While we're at it, let's learn a little bit about Mr. Luke Ursery. He's 21 years old, and he is a senior at NC State studying business admin. Hopes to be an entrepreneur. And he's played pickleball about 2.5 years. We love having college kids out on the PPA tour. Can't wait to possibly do more events in the future. We've always had the premier professional level, the highest level at our events across the country, and now we're starting to do more collegiate events. We do junior PPA. We've introduced 50 state championships this year through the United Pickleball Association. We're really working hard on the entire pickleball ecosystem, creating more structure in the sport. That's what it needs to grow. And our referee, Sumchai Moy, getting ready for game 2. Ball is in Ian Hutter's hands, 0-0. And that point was really set up by a nice return from Luke. Ian tried to drive the third, and he popped it up from his backhand side. And a really good serve from Luke, so it's 1-0. And a one-handed backhand drive from Luke, just a bit short. He's being really aggressive on his service returns, trying to go right down the line from both sides of the court. A little bit of a risk reward there, but it worked out definitely on that point.
Side out. 0-1.
0-1.
Side out. 1-0.
Yeah, went for too much there.
0-1. Side out. 1-0. Point.
And a missed return, so it's 2-0. Luke from NC State.
0.
He's got some really nice form on that one-handed backhand drive.
0-2.
I would maybe try and roll it a little bit more.
Oh yeah. Great athleticism, Luke. Side out. 2-0. Side out.
All right, we have a side out, 0. Really good shot. So hard to block the ball and spot it where you want to, especially really deep and with pace. A great ball from Luke Ursery. And Luke's just totally on the defensive in that point. Trying to slow the attacks down from Ian. Couldn't do it, so it's side out. it is 1-2. Yeah, so as you can see, Luke's got that one-handed backhand drive, but he's hitting it really flat. And when you do that, sometimes like that ball hit the net, sometimes you'll miss it short. So I think he's got to roll it a little bit more, put more topspin on it. It's a tough shot.
Side out.
1-2.
Point. 2-2. Point.
3-2.
3-2. Point.
And maybe a timeout here. Have to remember you have timeouts.
4-2.
4-2. Yeah. Got to refocus. It's 5-2.
5-2.
And back-to-back missed returns.
Point. 6-2. Point.
And this is when your team can really pick you up, especially in a collegiate team environment match.
7-2.
Some nice placement there from Ian.
8-2. Point.
Putting a lot of backhand slice on that drop. Made it very tough.
9-2.
Wow.
Oh! Back foot, left foot on the slide.
Side out.
And our refs with those eagle eyes. PPA refs, the best in the biz.
2-9. Side out.
He's looking to close it out at 9-2 here in game 2
9-2.
and take the first match for his team. Yeah, I would definitely say that one of the strong points of Luke Ursary from NC State in the Red Shirts game is his blocks. When he's at the kitchen line and handling drives from his opponents, he can really pace it. He can take the pace off the ball. He can control it.
Great shot.
And he's got a nice backhand roll, too, as evidence on that point.
Point.
But Luke's a very tall player. I think he's about 6'2" from what it looks like from here. That really helps at the kitchen line.
3-9. Side out. 9-3.
Yeah, another good block from Luke.
Side out.
Can put the ball wherever he wants it on those.
3-9.
3-9.
Side out.
Gotta have more wrist on that drive, put more top spin, get it to dip. Kind of like that. Great ball from Ian Hutter. He's got 10.
10-3. Point, game, 11-3.
All right, and the match goes to Ian Hunter and North Carolina Tar Heels. The first match of the North Carolina Cup Collegiate Showcase. We will have men's doubles coming up next. All right, welcome back to our North Carolina Cup Collegiate Club Showcase, the first ever Collegiate Showcase on the PPA Tour. We're so excited to have North Carolina Tar Heels and NC State here for an exhibition. We just saw North Carolina take the first match of men's singles in 2 games, and now we have our men's doubles matchup. It will be Hunter Boyd and Ian Hutter for North Carolina. Ian just came off the court with a singles victory. And they will face off against NC State team of Luke Moretz and Daniel Johnson. And a really nice little dinking rally to start off this match. We'll see if there's a lot of soft play or if there's a lot of speed ups. These are like 4 or 5 level players, so it should be a really great match. And a nice dink to the backhand side. Had some good pace on it from Mr. Hunter Boyd. And a great start. It's 3-0. We watched Ian hit a lot of really good forehand drives in his singles match. And we'll see if he likes to drive those forehands again in doubles. But NC State gets a side out, down 3-0. Some great hands from Luke Moretz, who's all over that. Perfect drop. Yeah, and that was really set up by a nice dink from Daniel going middle there. He got the pop-up ball, and his partner, Luke, was ready to pop that with a punch. Two, 3-2. And it looks like Daniel Johnson really likes to go cross-court in the corner with his forehand drops. It's a great spot to try and go to. Yeah, it seems like the strategy here early from Hunter and Ian on the North Carolina Tar Heel side is to play it soft to Daniel Johnson's backhand side. Yeah, and you can see on these this early part of this game how good Luke Moretz's backhand is at the net. And I think Luke and Daniel are kind of discussing what they want to keep doing. I think they might have figured something out. Some really patient play from Luke Moretz and Daniel Johnson on the NC State side. Three, 4-2.
Foul.
Wow, some really strong play. A great speed up from Ian. He was looking to attack that ball all the way. Yeah, there it is. There it is again from Daniel Johnson.
4-4-2.
Four, 4-1. A really good counter from Ian Hutter. Anticipated that attack very nicely, and he was ready to counter. You have to counter those. Again, Daniel Johnson just ready with the backhand punch at the net. You can see how pickleball is really like a chess match. You know, a lot of these points, Daniel Johnson on the NC State side is dropping the ball cross court. And a lot of these balls are going to Hunter Boyd's backhand side, and he's just dinking it soft back to Daniel, and they get in this neutral dinking rally from the backhand side. And who's going to be the better dinker? Who's going to pop it up? And Daniel kind of running around his backhand dink on that point. I think he's got to try and stay in there from his backhand side and dink that back cross court. And he forces the error there. 4-6-2. Yeah, and that's why on your return sometimes you don't want to hit kind of a high bouncing return to someone's forehand, especially when they have a really good forehand drive like Hunter Boyd showed there. And it sets up your partner if they have a good third forehand drive to shake and bake like that. And Ian Hunter was there to crash and earned another point for his team. Seven, 6-2. A really good run from North Carolina there. They were driving every third, and it worked out quite well for them. They have a nice lead. It's 6-9. And a nice put away from Daniel Johnson. You know, we've seen kind of a change in pickleball. A lot of players are starting to drive the third, a lot less drops on the third shot, and people are dropping the fifth. Eight, 9-1. I think Hunter and Ian need to switch. I would probably go back to what was working for them and put Ian on the right and Hunter on the left, but we'll see what they decide to do the rest of this match. And 11-9. They did end up putting Hunter back on the left on that last point. But NC State takes game one, 11-9. A really great battle and some strong play from these four players. We will be back in game two here in just a second. We are back for game two of this men's doubles match between North Carolina Tar Heels and NC State. We have for North Carolina Hunter Boyd and Ian Hutter, and NC State, who won the first game, Luke Moretz and Daniel Johnson. I overheard North Carolina talking a little strategy in between points. Hunter Boyd was telling his partner Ian Hutter that he wants to be more aggressive in game two, and he said he wants to go cross-court backhand dinking with Daniel Johnson, which is exactly what I was saying earlier. I think he likes that matchup. They maybe got away from it at the end of the game, and it slipped away from him, but I think Hunter sees that, and he wants to try and get in those soft dinking rallies with Daniel Johnson. All right, and I am joined by Grant from NC State. He is the interim pickleball club president at NC State. Great to welcome you to the stream, Grant.
Thank you. Thank you to the PPA for having us here. We're really excited to be here.
How much pickleball do these guys play on your team? You guys playing all the time?
Yeah, we got prizes 4 days a week. Get everybody coming on out, having a ton of fun. Play for about 2 hours. Get a nice little rotation. We got a little bit of good amount of people playing, you know, just casual. And then we have people that want to play more competitively. Come out with tournaments with Duper and everything. It's been a ton of fun being able to get more and more competitive a play.
Yeah, these are 4 or 5 level players, so really strong. Probably play a lot of tournaments. You know, we'll see them on the PPA tour a lot this year. And Hunter going really wide with that backhand dink to Daniel, kind of like he was strategizing, but Daniel thought he could go around the post. I don't know that it was there.
Great speed up by Daniel, picking his shots beautifully.
2-4-2.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
3-4-2.
Wow. What a ball. He's looking to attack that one. Great shot.
4-4-2.
Perfect placement. How many courts do you guys have in NC State? You have permanent pickleball courts on campus?
We're hoping to get some permanent ones in the future. Right now we're on the tennis courts at our campus gym. Got some little lines on there, throw on temporary nets. It may not be great, but it allows us to have large events. We have our Red and White Pickleball Open that we host each semester. That's our large fundraising event. We have that coming up in a couple weeks from April 19th to April 21st. Helps us raise money to go to tournaments like the Duper Nationals, Duper Collegiate Regionals, as well as buy equipment, things of that sort, and really helps fund the club and make it help it grow each year.
It is 7-4-1 for North Carolina. They're trying to force a third game. So your team is facing off against North Carolina. Do you guys all know each other kind of in the area? Do you play pickleball against each other?
Yeah, it's been one of the great things. North Carolina is definitely one of the bigger clubs on the collegiate scene for pickleball. We've been able to play them quite regularly. We'll see them all the time at Duper events, as well as being able to host. Oftentimes we'll have a match social sort of event each semester. Ton of fun playing them. Great people on that team. They're just a ton of fun to play with and see at these events.
Wow. Wow. Probably the best point of the match so far. Some really good hands from these four players. And Hunter thought that ball might have been in. Referee said call stands. So it is 5-7-1. Server fault, so 5-7. Tie ball game, 7-7-1. Yeah, I like how he's looking to drive that third there. I feel like that was definitely the right decision. I mean, you can drop the ball and get to the line, but if you have a good forehand drive, I think you gotta attack that one. Does it again. Yeah, I like the aggressive play.
Going really well for him as of now. Things seem to go well when Hunter drives the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Great counter by Daniel there.
Yeah. Beautiful shot. Really hard to block that one soft and not go long and play it with control. Really good ball. Yeah, some nice dinking there. None of those dinks are attackable, really. All you can do is really dink it back. Usually you just go cross court. Hard to get out of those backhand dinking rallies.
They're taking it real wide right now.
10-7 game point. And a net cord like that, really tough to kind of judge where the ball is going, especially when it hits the net last second like that.
Yeah, it seems like
8-10.
this game's just come down to fast hands, and it's so hard to react in time to that light cord.
The ball was about 6 inches out, so it's 9-10. And we have a quick timeout at 9-10. We will take a quick break. We'll be right back for the end of game 2. Thanks for tuning in to the All right, welcome back to this men's doubles match between NC State and North Carolina. 9-10-1. I don't know that that was the right ball to attack from Johnson. Kind of in transition zone from his backhand side, popping it up like that. It's 10-10. Yeah, really traditional pickleball point there, you know, dropping the serve, moving the dinks around, somebody pops up a dink, points over. Wow.
Wow.
All
Great
right, so
reset
we
from
will
Hunter
see
there
a
to
third
finish the
game.
match.
Love to see some more pickleball. I'm joined by... We'll be right back for game 3.
Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts.
Wherever you are on your pickleball journey, our experts are here to help. Introducing Verse6 Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experience enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Verse6 Raw, your game elevated.
And North Carolina.
A little bit hasty from Daniel.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. You see a lot of pros hit that shot, but maybe it's something he's working to perfect. And this is very similar to play to what we saw in that first game. A lot of soft backhand dinking rallies. Wow. Luke going for an Ernie there, and Ian popped a forehand right at him. 0-1-2.
Great speed up by Luke. Forced the pop up by Ian.
Yeah, a really nice backhand roll volley there. That dink was just high enough. They could poke it through. Yeah, I think Ian, when he gets those dinks at his backhand or drop shots, he loves to wind up that two-handed backhand and attack it. He's pretty good at it.
Gets a ton of power on there.
Yeah, I think you got to let those go. If you have a couple good leaves in a match, it really causes your opponents to think twice about ripping the ball against you. Yeah, just like that. You got to let those go, or else they're just going to keep ripping the ball at you.
You gotta make them question. Can't just let them keep getting to it.
Or return it to their backhand side. Just huge shots from North Carolina.
Definitely need to change the tide. Gotta show that they cannot continually blast the ball at you. Great lead by Luke. Yeah,
I think the past 3 or 4 points, all of their thirds were going out, and they finally let one go. Got to get a side out here. And a tough hop on that serve. Took a really high bounce. You don't see that a whole lot, and it forced the error. It's 5-1. 6-1, I believe.
There you go.
And North Carolina being really aggressive right now. Feeling confident on the court. Wow. Some really high level play. Definitely think that shot was there if Daniel can get it. Just overhit it. Wow. Just ridiculous overhead power. Great shot, Hunter Boyd. And now I think the strategy for NC State is to return to Ian Hutter's forehand and let him overhit those drives. Just like that.
Yep. He's starting to question it.
Just block the ones that are going in and leave the ones that are going out and get those side outs.
Great put away by Ian.
Yeah, Luke's trying his hardest to take the pace off the ball and get to the kitchen line. Almost had it, just couldn't get there. You know, that type of rally, I think, is really what suits NC State's game. Would you say that Luke and Daniel are more strategic kind of dinkers?
Oh, for sure.
For sure, yeah. And a well-placed ball from Luke.
If they just love getting to the kitchen line off a good drop and counter once the speed's up.
Some really nice hands. Not easy to handle a drive from Ian Hutter like that. 5-4-1. Hunter's got a really good backhand around the post shot. You do not want to go wide on Hunter Boyd.
No, you do not. He loves to loop around that outside and cast that ball from outside to in.
Yeah, I think you want to put Hunter on the left. He's got a pretty good forehand, especially when he gets a high ball. And then his backhand dinks have been pretty consistent throughout this match. And if you go too wide on him, he's had a couple of really good around the post from the left-hand side. I think that's strategy that's working for North Carolina right now. They're up 6-4 here in Game 3, and we have an in switch. I'd like to touch on NC State and kind of the social aspect on campus of collegiate pickleball. How have you seen, your friend circle change? How has the club impacted your community on campus?
Yeah, pickleball has been great for the NC State community. We've seen, from when I got to college, there's been a ton more people playing in the club as well as outside the club. Being able to rent nets from Carmichael has helped grow the sport really well. And it's allowed me to meet a ton of cool people in the club, playing pickleball in the community. We have a few local courts near the campus that I like to play at, and has helped find a ton of people that I would not have met without pickleball. It has been a great addition for the social aspect of NC State University.
Yeah, we'd love to get you guys out to some more PPA Tour events. This is the first ever collegiate showcase on the PPA Tour. And we said how the soft dinking rallies may suit NC State, but Hunter Boyd is playing consistently as well, and I think that's the difference. And when they get a high one like that, they're making them pay. Some nice playing from North Carolina. 8-4-1. And a back foot drop missed short. We see that a lot. You're off balance, maybe leaning back, and you try and drop or drive the ball and you miss it short. Nine, 4-2. And I think that point was really set up by a very nice forehand drive from Hunter Boyd.
they're finding a lot of success.
10-4.
facing the ball with a third shot drive.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to go there with the ball. So a nice match. Great playing from North Carolina. Take men's doubles. Our next match will be a women's singles match. We will see Kayla Nesbitt facing off against Piper Boris. Can't wait for women's singles coming up next. Thanks for tuning in to the North Carolina Cup.
North Carolina, you always turn up, so we think you deserve a better betting experience. Win or lose, you get up to 5% of your wager back in fan cash to spend on jerseys, fan gear, bonus bets, and more. Welcome to the most rewarding sports book.
Don't let residue ruin your play. Reset, the ultimate solution to bring back the grip, spin, and control to your carbon fiber pickleball paddle. Say hello to a paddle that feels brand new. Reset. Play hard, play clean.
Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts.
Wherever you are on your pickleball journey, our experts are here to help. Introducing Versix Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experienced enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Versix Raw, your game elevated.
North Carolina, you always turn up. So we think you deserve a better betting experience. Win or lose, you get up to 5% of your wager back in fan cash to spend on jerseys, fan gear, bonus bets, and more. Welcome to the most rewarding sports book.
Don't let residue ruin your play. Reset, the ultimate solution to bring back the grip, spin, and control to your carbon fiber pickleball paddle. Say hello to a paddle that feels brand new. Reset. Play hard, play clean.
Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts.
All right, we're back for women's singles. It is 1-0. What a shot from Kayla Nesbitt.
Yeah.
Love that. Kayla is from North Carolina. I'm joined by Javon, and he was telling me that Kayla is a national champion.
No, sorry, that's the women's doubles that we'll see. Those are the two national champions. But for collegiate tournaments, Kayla has won multiple regionals, so she's got bids for nationals for the team before.
A huge smile from Kayla after that backhand winner. Love to see it. These kids are having fun out here. We'd love to see it at some more events. Javon, do you guys think you would travel to more PPA Tour events?
I definitely think we would be willing to. We've been talking as a team about trying Virginia, just because we all enjoy it and we all bring some good team spirits. Everybody here is having fun, and that's really all that matters. So I think we'd love to come to more PPA tours.
And some really high-level players, maybe some future pros on this team. So Piper Boras has the ball now. Her team, NC State, is down 0 matches to 2. They really need this one. North Carolina won our men's singles match, and also we just saw them win men's doubles in a very close 3-game match. Kayla serving, it's 2-1. And I felt like she spotted that ball in a tough place for Piper. You know, that ball had a lot of pace and depth, and it forced the air from Piper. Yeah, really making Piper run around backhand, forehand side. Some nice play from Kayla Nesbitt. Do you guys practice singles?
So as a team at practice, we don't usually. But I know Kayla from outside of just our UNC club team, and she plays a lot of singles in tournaments and stuff. So she's very experienced.
Yeah, that's just a perfectly paced ball.
Yeah, no, I think she's doing a really good job of playing her angles, especially on the returns.
And she's got a huge lead at 6-1. And I like her being aggressive on serve at 6-1. You just really want to go for it, even in singles.
Oh, what a shot from Piper.
Beautiful shot down the line from Piper Boris. We're pretty familiar with Piper Boris on the PPA Tour. She comes to a lot of our events. Always great having her here. This is the first time we've had NC State on the PPA Tour. Three six. Yeah, I think Kayla saw that Piper was off balance and put a nice neck shot on it and forced Piper to hit that ball long. So she gets a side out at 6-3.
Yeah, I think Kayla's really going for it on her serve, and it's allowing her rest of the point to be a little bit easier.
Wow.
Great point.
And maybe a timeout here. You know, you're down 9-3.
Wow.
That's the second time she's cranked that two-handed backhand from the back line, cross court for a clean winner. Really good shot from Kayla Nesbitt. And we do have a timeout from Piper Boris at 10-3, and some big high fives from your team to Kayla as she walks over to the bench.
Oh yeah, we all love Kayla, and especially like this event out here, we all love to support each other. And I mean, that two-hand backhand you see from Kayla, we see it almost every day. It's nasty. It's hard to defend.
Love that. I am joined by Javon. Javon is the secretary of the North Carolina Pickleball Club. How many people did you guys bring to this event to support your team?
Oh, that's a great question. I think today we have right around 10. We kind of had it open. Our club is pretty big, and so just an open invite to whoever could come should come out.
And net cord, tough for Piper there. 11-3 game one victory for Kayla Nesbitt. So you were telling me earlier about how North Carolina has been to a lot of collegiate regionals. You've played in the national championship the past 2 years with Duper. This is our first collegiate showcase on the PPA Tour. Where do you kind of see college pickleball going?
Yeah,
I guess you'll travel to a lot more events.
Yeah, I think the only way for this sport to grow is up. I mean, I think the level, even from last year to this year at the national championship level, is increased like tenfold. I mean, you see players like Colin Schick come out of college pickleball, and there are multiple players on teams throughout the nation that I wouldn't be surprised if we see play in some of the pro draws one day.
Yeah, so Colin Schick actually is one of our PPA Tour pros. Plays with Jack Sock in men's doubles, a phenomenal singles player, but he's also on the North Carolina pickleball team, and he helped you guys win the national championship. What's it like playing with Colin Schick at a collegiate tournament, you know, on campus? How cool is that?
Oh man, it's awesome. So we kind of got to know him before the whole pro scene kind of thing. I believe at nationals in 2021, that's when Colin really gave a thought about going pro. But playing against someone so good is just really awesome.
So do you all play with Colin Schick sometimes on campus, like recreationally?
So we used to more than we do now. He is actually taking a year off of med school to go fully pro pickleball. And so he's not on campus right now, but in the past, he'd be at every practice with us.
Amazing. And we just saw a really good forehand down the line from Piper Boris. It is 3-0 here in game two. And some nice control on that forehand from Piper. She's really spotting it down the line, which you have to do in singles.
Yeah, I think in this second game we see Piper really trying to take control of making Kayla move instead of letting Kayla make her move.
4-0. And a good serve with pace and depth, and force an error from Kayla. So a great turnaround for Piper here in game 2. And Kayla really made her pay when she popped up that third, put the ball where it was very tough for Piper. So it's a side out. 0-5. And Piper's teammates are loving that shot. She's got a big lead at 6-0. And she tried to half volley that one, take a short hop off the bounce, just missed it. Wow, a huge gust of wind there. Really moved that ball. I don't know if there's too much you can do about that one.
I don't really think there is. It's been tough past couple days. There's been a lot of wind, so I think that's affecting play.
It's been kind of a week of parity in our tournament. Is it pretty windy out here usually in the Raleigh area? We're in Cary, North Carolina.
I wouldn't say so. The couple days before the tournament started, we had some really nice weather in like the 80s with no wind.
Piper was just locked in on that point. Just barely missed that attack. She was trying to put it away. She set it up very nicely. Just missed it. 3-5.
Oh, what a ball.
Four, 5. And it's a side out, so 5-4. Piper Boris in the lead. And you see a lot of pro players when they're pushed back like that, totally on the defensive, they start lobbing the ball in singles. That's the only way you can get back in the point sometimes if you don't feel like you can make an effective drop. Piper just couldn't get it done that point. That ball had a ton of pace on it from Kayla. Really tough to get that one back.
Yeah, I think we see Kayla finding her footing back in the second match, or second game, sorry.
That's what the best players do. You know, you're down 5-0, just refocus. Doesn't affect her. Five, 5. All right, 5-7. Kayla Nesbitt from North Carolina serving to Piper. And both these young ladies have really nice two-handed backhands.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of these points are focused around the backhands.
And I think that's the second time on an overhead that Kayla's kind of unsure how the wind is going to move that ball. Hasn't hit the cleanest overheads on those. It's really gusty conditions right now on this court. 7-6. Yeah, she strikes that so clean every time. Really consistent shot from Piper Boris from her backhand side. 8-6.
Yeah, I think that's a good timeout by
Yeah.
Kayla here.
So do you guys have any permanent pickleball courts on the North Carolina campus?
So we do. We have 3 courts, but they're in cages. So we actually don't practice on them. We practice on tennis courts that the club lets us reserve out during practice times.
Cages. So what was kind of the inspiration before building those? Were they padel courts or what are the
I think they were supposed to be used as like both like a pickleball padel thing, but the way pickleball has taken over, yeah, they're mainly pickleball courts now, and they're really hard to get to because so many people want to start playing.
Amazing. Love it. Need more courts on campus, right?
Oh, for sure.
All right, it's 9-6. A great rally between these two young ladies. And it's game point for Piper. She's trying to force a third game. Yeah, I think Kayla did the right thing. She hit a nice drive from the back line. She went straight to the net, right? I watch women's pro singles players all the time. The best ones crash the net when they hit a deep drive. Kayla did a really good job on that point. And that's a beautiful backhand drop from Piper Boris.
Yeah, she's been super consistent in that game, in this game with the two-hand backhand.
Just pushed it long there. I felt like she could do whatever she wanted with that ball. She could go down the line. She could go back to her backhand side. Maybe thought about it for just a second too long and missed it. It's 8-10.
We see Kayla switch into the one-hand backhand too recently. I think that's interesting.
right, and we will have a third game. Some really high-level singles play from these two ladies. Love to see it.
Yeah, no, I think these are two of the best singles players in the collegiate game right now.
So if someone wants to get involved in pickleball on North Carolina's campus, how easy is it for them to get involved in the club? 'Cause you know, in pickleball, it's all about teaching people and growing the sport. So what's it like on campus?
Yeah, we try to make it as easy as possible. So we have a group me, which has about 700 members right now, and we every Monday and Thursday for our practices, we send in the group me that we're having practice tonight. We have paddles that people can borrow. We have balls. There's nothing that you need to bring. You can talk to anybody on our team, and they'll always send you. But yeah, we try to make it as easy as possible.
Game 3 tied in, 0-0. Side out.
I think Kayla was thinking about getting to the net before she really knew where that shot was going to go. She was always thinking, I got to get to the net, got to crash it after my drive.
And then opts to stay back on the next plan. But it works out.
0-0. Side out.
Wow.
Oh, that was an awesome point from the both of them.
And I think that point was maybe set by a nice serve from Piper. You know, a lot of pro players, and Zane Navator will say, if you're not being aggressive on serve and missing one every once in a while, you're probably not doing it right, in singles at least. You got to be aggressive on serve.
Yeah.
Three zero. A bit unlucky there.
Yeah, with the net court. Good point from Kayla, though. I think she's starting to focus on her placement rather than hitting the ball as hard as she can.
Not clean enough to overrule. Call stand.
And look at this sportsmanship from Piper. Piper asked her teammates if the ball was in. She said she was happy to overturn the call if her own teammates saw it in.
I don't think the ref let her change the call. But yeah, I think that's one thing about college pickleball is we all really are here for fun. And at times it can get super serious, but we're all college kids. We're just here.
Kayla's drives are so good. She put so much pace on that ball. Really the aggressor in a lot of these points. 3-3. And she's got a lead now at 4-3. Nice playing from Piper there. Javon, do you know of any tennis background with Kayla? You know, we used to see a lot of players come in, they'd be pretty solid at pickleball, always played tennis growing up. Now we see people, they grew up playing pickleball. It's been amazing to see.
Yeah, so I don't believe Kayla has a tennis background. We actually started playing pickleball around the same
Cross-court
time
winner
on
from Piper
campus.
there. Phenomenal shot. Four, 5. Wow. Sneaky shot there. It looked like she was in trouble. She just cross-courts it for a clean winner. Really good ball from Kayla Nesbitt from North Carolina. She's looking to close off this match for her team.
That was a great point from both of them.
Players just going all out in every point. Is 6-5. Javon, how long have you been involved with the North Carolina Pickleball Club?
Pretty much since the start of it being a club. We've only been a club, this is like our 2nd year now. And so I've been here from the start, along with a lot of the people you see here today.
How much have you seen it grow in the 2 years that you've been involved?
It's been a crazy growth. I think when Hunter Boyd, who you saw play earlier, took over as president, there was maybe 30 people in the group chat, and now there's close to 700. And so the sport on campus specifically has gone crazy.
Amazing. Piper Boris serving at 5-6. Yeah, Piper definitely has the right strategy there. She had a nice, she pushed Kayla back on one of her shots, went straight to the net. Got to do that in singles. 6-6. And another really well-placed ball from Piper Boris. 7-6.
That was
a great
awesome
rally.
play.
Yeah. Phenomenal playing from these two young ladies. Seven. Great tenacity from Piper Boris. She was in trouble on that point, hit the lob shot that I mentioned earlier a lot of pro players do when they're in trouble on the singles court, and it really got her back into that rally.
That creates a match point.
This match has been razor close. We'll see if Piper Boris from NC State can close it out and take the first match of the showcase for her team, NC State, the Wolfpack. Yeah, and there's that two-hand backhand drive we mentioned earlier. It was so good from Piper Boris in that match, and she gets another one on match point.
Yeah, she did a great job in game 3.
What was that sign she did? Is that the Wolfpack sign?
Yes. This is what they do.
So she's going over there to celebrate with her team. That's the first match for NC State in this collegiate showcase. So it's 2-1. North Carolina won the men's singles and men's doubles match, and Piper Boris gets her team on the board with a victory in women's singles. Next up will be women's doubles match. It's going to be a good one. For North Carolina, we have Caitlin Lewis and Sarah Carpenter, which my friend Javon, who's the secretary of the Pickleball Club, said they're the national champions of collegiate pickleball, so can't wait to see them on the court. They will face off against the NC State team, Lauren Hutchinson and Vivian Chen. And it's a beautiful day here in Cary, North Carolina. It's been about 60 degrees or so. There's starting to be some shadows on the court. I don't think it will affect play at all. The wind has kind of settled down as we get ready to start our women's doubles match. We are going to bring in a couple special commentators, Ireland Horvat from the PPA Tour, and also Connor Garnett, one of the best pro pickleball players in the world, will take over on the commentary. Thanks for joining us at the
Wherever you are on your pickleball journey, our experts are here to help. Introducing Versix Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experienced enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Versix Raw, your game elevated.
North Carolina, you always turn up, so we think you deserve a better betting experience. Win or lose, you get up to 5% of your wager back in fan cash to spend on jerseys, fan gear, bonus bets, and more. Welcome to the most rewarding sports book.
Don't let residue ruin your play. Reset, the ultimate solution to bring back the grip, spin, and control to your carbon fiber pickleball paddle. Say hello to a paddle that feels brand new. Reset. Play hard, play clean.
Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts.
Wherever you are on your pickleball journey, our experts are here to help. Introducing Versix Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experience enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Versix Raw, your game elevated.
North Carolina, you always turn up, so we think you deserve a better betting experience. Win or lose, you get up to 5% of your wager back in fan cash to spend on jerseys, fan gear, bonus bets, and more. Welcome to the most rewarding sports book.
Don't let residue ruin your play. Reset, the ultimate solution to bring back the grip, spin, and control to your carbon fiber pickleball paddle. Say hello to a paddle that feels brand new. Reset. Play hard, play clean.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the North Carolina Cup Collegiate Club Showcase. Ireland Horvat on the mic with special guest Connor Garnett. Connor, what do you think about this collegiate showcase going on right now?
Yeah, it's exciting to see that pickleball is getting into the college arena. We got two teams here, North Carolina serving, so it's cool to have their little home event here, and we're excited to watch some great pickleball.
Yep, both UNC and NC State are here.
The UNC team here off to an early start. They just placed in the 5-0 event here earlier, and coming off some confidence with that for sure. A swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Little nerves starting out. Got a little excited, saw the high ball, and probably was already mined on to the next point. So yeah. The wind is a little bit of a factor here as well, causing the miss and the long serve there, so something to be mindful of.
Connor, you've been playing in this wind all week. Can you talk about kind of how hard it is to play with the wind on both sides?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's been a little swirly, but as a typical rule of thumb, when you have the wind behind you, you're going to be a little faster in the hands battles, but it's a little tougher to drop because that ball is going to sail into their strike zone, and vice versa, a little easier to drop against the wind, but you're not winning as many hands battles. So you got to be really sure of that and change your strategy a little bit. Nice reach into the kitchen by UNC there. They're doing a really good job when they're up at the kitchen controlling that point.
4-0-1. Point.
Sarah with a nice setup there, and Caitlin finishing it off with the overhead.
6-0-1. Point.
And I think if I'm NC State here, what I'm trying to think is not giving them that passage up to the kitchen line. Right now, UNC is getting multiple opportunities to make a good drop, and there isn't that pressure at that kitchen line. So we'll see after a missed third shot if NC State can, or NCSU can take it back. Nice smash by Lauren there.
Great hands on the UNC side.
I like that reach in though. She got what she wanted. Vivian set it up with a nice backhand out of the air attack and just a little bit off on that forehand put away. And that is them getting on the board. So that could be the start of something here.
Got some big fans in the house.
And that's really what you can kind of see as the difference maker is when UNC is hitting those balls up at the kitchen line like Caitlin hit there. She's putting spin on it and really pushing NC State back. And I'd like to see NC State start to do a little bit more of that. Great out wide drop there.
8-1-1.
NC State is also playing straight up with both players starting on the opposite side and now staying. So we will see if they adjust that as well.
Don't see a lot of non-stacking anymore, especially at the higher level of pickleball.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. You start to see some half stack in the men's doubles right now, and I think Catherine and Anna Lee.
Great drop in the kitchen there.
Catherine and Anna Lee will play some straight up, but a lot of the teams have sides that each player is comfortable with. And here we go, we are back to a half stack, so they are just stacking when they're serving is what that means. Nice crash off her own drive. Vivian with a great backhand put away.
2-9-1. Second serve. 2-9-2. Side out.
See if UNC can finish off this game here.
A few more unforced errors on the UNC side as the game goes late here. We'll see if that has any effect on if NC State can mount a comeback.
Good defense. Ball back on the NC State side. Let's see if they can get some more points on the board here. UNC being really defensive.
UN
Definitely aggressive players.
Yeah, UNC did a great job of holding that kitchen line, not letting NC State come in for free and punishing them when they left it a little high for sure. A little bit rushed to the kitchen there. I'd like to see a little bit more patience because they do have good drops and working their way in to get to that kitchen first.
We're at game point here for UNC.
10-2-1. Second serve. Game point. 10-2-2. Left foot. Left foot.
Both refs calling the foot fault there. Being very diligent.
You don't see that often, so it must have been pretty far in the kitchen. Wow, that was a very in control backhand out of the air placed winner.
Something that you're a little bit familiar with is the in-the-air backhand.
Yes, the 2E backhand out of the air is very good, especially if you're going cross court with that. She was able to get some nice dip there and hit a great 2E.
All right, UNC takes game 1. During this timeout, we're going to give you a little bit of bios on these players. So on the NC State side, we've got Vivian Chen. So she graduated in 2022 with a major in nutrition science, minor in business administration. She started off playing tennis, very much so like a lot of our PPA pros. She's played tennis competitively since she was 13. It was on the club tennis team at NC State freshman year. Was introduced to pickleball a little over 2 years ago. Says she hated it at first and she wanted to stick to tennis, but it didn't take long before she started to love pickleball. Can you relate to that, Connor?
Yeah, I think that's a similar story you hear on a lot of the pro tour where tennis players have a little bit of judgment into pickleball until they start playing and they start getting beaten by some of the traditional pickleball players and realize that there is more to it. I mean, tennis definitely has a lot of technical aspects that pickleball is still developing, but pickleball has its nuances that make it really exciting and fun to play.
And Vivian's favorite shot is the two-handed backhand rip volley.
I knew I liked her. Yeah, that 2E backhand out of the air is one of my favorite shots. I try and hit it as much as I can. It just gives you a lot of power. And I'll throw my finger on the back of the paddle too, just to give a little bit more feel. I break it down in my YouTube channel, Connor Garnett Pickleball, if you guys are curious on the two-hander. But it's a really good shot, and you see it a lot more in pickleball now with some of the top players adopting it as well. NC State coming out swinging on the first point there. They get a quick side out, which is much needed after game 1.
Second serve. 0-0-2.
Lauren Hutchinson, also on the NC State side, is a senior in business administration with a concentration in marketing. She's 21 years old. She started playing pickleball last summer with her family, and similar story, she hated it at first because all of her shots would go out when compared to tennis. She joined the pickleball club because it was on her bucket list to play a club sport, and here she is playing in the collegiate exhibition.
0-1-1.
Ooh, nice out of the air attack with Lauren on the left. We didn't see her as much on that side, but that was a great reach in and a great attack there.
Fun fact about Lauren, she tried an intramural flag football, badminton, pool battleship, and kickball before trying pickleball.
Wow. So sounds like pickleball wasn't at the top of her list. Nice dig. That looked like a intramural club volleyball dig there. Maybe she tried that one as well.
2-0-1.
Scrappy point by NC State, and it looks like that side may be a little bit more advantageous with the conditions. So we'll see how that persists as this match continues.
Did you have a favorite side when you were playing over here?
Whatever side I was winning on.
3-0-2.
No, as I said, it was kind of swirling. So as the wind changes, with the wind or against the wind, it'll change. But I typically like playing against the wind because I can swing a little freer.
Zero, 3-1.
That dink there by Vivian was really great, setting up that high put away there. Sometimes that setup shot is forgotten about a little bit, but great execution. And those middle balls, it looks like, is what NC State's trying to focus on, forcing a little confusion between the UNC players of Caitlin and Sarah.
It's a really great return.
Great depth there for sure.
Here we go with the half stack.
3-1-1. Second serve.
Little miscommunication there from the NC State side.
And I think with that half stack, when you're playing both sides, sometimes you forget a little bit whose middle ball that is. I know when I'm half stacking it, adds a little bit more nuance to it. Nice put away power there by NC State.
4-1-2. Point.
And I think what UNC has kind of gotten away from a little bit here is rolling those out of the air attacks at the kitchen line, keeping NC State back. As I said that, Caitlin is having a few nice ones here. And that is a great point, and they really did a good job of pressuring them deep, adding some spin on those volleys.
Second serve. 1-5-2.
Big two-handed backhand there from UNC. Any tips on that, or do you think that was a perfect one?
That was pretty darn good. She saw the ball dipping, moved in really nicely behind it, and was able to attack it.
2-5-2.
Good setup, just couldn't finish that point off. I liked that cross-court dink, though. I think that was a good move.
Second serve.
Yeah, and I think the two things this match are going to come down to is that first ball, keeping the baseline team back, and how aggressively you are dinking at the kitchen line, because so far the team at the kitchen that's dinking aggressively has been winning or getting the setup to put it away, as we saw there.
2-5-1.
Had some good drops there, but that last one was a little high.
Yeah, great job of the kitchen team keeping that team at the baseline back.
It's like NC State's got their favorite side now.
Great drive there. Once you're able to dip it a little bit below that net, it's so much harder to attack that back as you're coming in through the transition zone. Great ball again. A nice two-y backhand from the UNC side of Caitlin.
Ball back over to the UNC side, see if they can get some points here.
Nice serve.
On the UNC side, we've got Sarah Carpenter. She's 27. She's a 6th year PhD student. She's played 4 years of pickleball. Her previous sport was volleyball.
Sarah heating up a bit here with two nice serves and a really good reach into the kitchen on that last point. That's awesome.
Also something about Sarah here, she is Duper's lead data scientist.
Wow. So she knows exactly the probabilities on every matchup out here. Makes her dangerous.
Caitlin Lewis also on UNC. She's 21. She is a senior and her major is computer science. She's played pickleball for 4 years.
Wow.
Great point.
Good hands battle and nice finish there by Sarah.
Caitlin's previous sport was soccer, something that we see a little bit of transition, especially with Anna Lee. Comes from a strong soccer background.
Good ball. I would have liked to see the ATP there, but a nice spot. I think Caitlin was thinking it might go around the post as well.
Connor, just because you think it's an ATP availability doesn't mean that everybody thinks that the ATP is there.
I mean, I think that's the motto in pickleball. It's always there.
You seem to get it like very, very close.
Nice return there by NC State.
Got a tie game here, 7-7-1.
Good leave there. We haven't seen a lot of leaves, which is something we'll see if when they go to the bench on the next timeout or the end change, if they adapt.
NC State's got to be very defensive on this point. They got to try to push for a game 3 here.
Great return and letting that ball bounce, put them in a little bit of trouble with Lauren catching that forehand a little bit late. And again there, when you let the ball bounce, you have to really get low and make sure you keep that out in front. And that ball with the wind makes it so tricky to fend that off. So a great drop by Sarah. And the attempt out of the air there, changing it up, I like it. I also would like to potentially see a timeout here by NC State. Oh, and another one.
There we go. Match goes to UNC here. That is an interesting point. No timeouts were taken. That's something that you like to use in your pro matches. Is that a tactic that you like to use often?
Yeah, I mean, I think NC State got off to a strong start in that second set, and UNC started to find their rhythm a little bit, and taking a timeout can slow down them heating up, as well as just in general, it allows you to regroup, kind of go back to what strategy worked well for you. And so I think a timeout definitely could have helped NC State go back to their strong play at the beginning of that game.
Yeah, totally. We've got some great pickleball coming up. We will be right back after this.
Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts.
Wherever you are on your pickleball journey, our experts are here to help. Introducing Versix Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experienced enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Versix Raw, your game elevated.
Carolina, you always turn up, so we think you deserve a better betting experience. Win or lose, you get up to 5% of your wager back in fan cash to spend on jerseys, fan gear, bonus bets, and more. Welcome to the most rewarding sportsbook.
Don't let residue ruin your play. Reset, the ultimate solution to bring back the grip, spin, and control to your carbon fiber pickleball paddle. Say hello to a paddle that feels brand new. Reset. Play hard, play clean.
Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts.
Wherever you are on your pickleball journey, our experts are here to help.
Welcome back to the North Carolina Cup Collegiate Club Showcase. Ireland Horvat on the mic with Noah Saravan, aka the Pickleball Doctor, aka Ben Johns' right-hand man. Noah, you coach the UNC pickleball team.
I coach them from time to time. Yeah, I help them with the selection process this year, and I've been to a couple practices with them just to kind of help them with a few things here and there when they need it.
No, I know this is your home state. You've got to play this week in the tournament.
I did.
What is it like having a tournament here in North Carolina where you can see the collegiate team now play?
I love it. I wish they were all here. I wouldn't have to travel all over. No, it's great. It's good to be able to not only be working with Ben here, but I was also able to play. I haven't played a tournament in a couple of years because I'm not going to show up early when I need to already work with Ben, and so this was great. And then on top of it, now to be able to see the collegiate team play, it's even better. So it's kind of perfect for me, everything in one spot. It's a one-stop shop.
So we've got Kayla Nesbitt and Hunter Boyd on the UNC side,
Yep.
and Piper Boris and Peter Gloss on the NC State side. So can you tell us a little bit about Kayla and Hunter's game?
Yeah, so Hunter has been on the UNC team for a while now. He was one of probably the founders of the club, and solid player. He's been to a couple of national championships now, I think, with UNC. He played with Colin Schick on that team that won it, I think, last year. And Kayla is a fairly recent pickleball player. She's probably been taking pickleball seriously for a little over a year and a half now, and she's been getting better and better every day. So she's got a good little forehand roll. We'll see how it turns out. Still working on that backhand, though.
Kayla can't believe she missed it.
Definitely breezy out here today.
Yep, wind's picking up.
Here we go. 0-0-2.
And there we saw it, what Kayla's forehand cross-court roll can create. A lot of spin coming off that ball leads to that little pop-up on the other side, and Hunter was able to speed that up a little bit, so
0-0-1.
can be very effective. Nice drive.
Piper Boris on the NC State side, 22 years old. She graduated in December 2023. Big smash. I think this is kind of common here. She was introduced to pickleball by her grandparents during their annual Thanksgiving beach trip.
I mean, who hasn't? It sounds like the pickleball story right there.
That's right.
Great return there.
Oh, great speed up from
Nice little
Hunter.
speed up. UNC doing a good job right now picking their spots, not forcing the issue, and it's going well so far.
3-0-1.
Yeah, great return on that NC State side there.
We've been seeing this side that UNC is on is the favor side based on the points that we've been seeing, but we'll see how much it changes on the turnover.
Don't want to leave those short. Third shot in the net, kind of breaks all the momentum you could possibly be building up.
0-3-2.
And those are the two cardinal sins that we just saw. Third shot in the net and missed returns. Those are the two things you want to avoid.
Wow.
Nice little angle shot there. But we see that sometimes in mixed doubles, if the guy comes over to take third and pops it up a bit high, he exposes too much court.
Serve. 3-1-2.
The male on the NC State side is Peter Glass. He's 21 years old. He started playing pickleball about a year and a half ago, and he saw it on an Instagram reel. Hasn't been stopped playing ever since.
It was probably one of your Instagram reels.
That's funny. I've never heard somebody say I found pickleball on an Instagram reel, but I guess we're doing something right there.
Funny,
Great defense.
when I started playing, most pickleball players out there did not know what Instagram was. So it's good. It means the sport's been getting younger, and now it's all over social media. Ooh.
I don't know if you've gotten a chance to look at our junior PPA program, but they keep I think they keep getting younger and younger and better and better.
Well, you know, that's bound to happen. As it gets more popular, we're going to start getting kids starting earlier and earlier who want to be like Ben and Annalie, and you know, it's just going to lead to better and better talent out there.
I think Ben and Annalie better watch out because these kids are good.
Yeah, by the time these kids get to age, though,
You think they're done?
they'll be past their prime. Yeah, both teams right now struggling with approaching the net and actually getting the situation back to neutral to have a chance to win some points. So we've been stuck at 3-1 for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot slower game than the previous matches.
Yeah, both teams kind of pressing in the last few points, trying to drive, and it's not really working right now.
Here's another soccer player, Peter Glass. Played soccer at NC State before switching to club pickleball. We know that soccer translates over from Annalie Waters.
I wouldn't say it's the primary transfer.
It's not a primary transfer, but it does. We just had our pro-am, and the hockey players looked a little bit like it could transfer over. I'm not going to lie. They were not bad.
I feel like if you can play a sport on blades sliding on ice, you can probably do anything.
It's true.
These guys are amazing athletes.
3-2-2.
There we go. Oh, and again, we finally hit a good drop, and tough time just wanting to win points right now instead of building up.
Noah, how often do you go and coach the UNC team?
Earlier on in the season, I was there a little bit more. Then I got a little bit busier with the PPA and Ben, so it was not as often. But I'll probably see if next year, as their season starts again, if I'll probably be there again to select the team and help them out with that. Basically, it's a club sport, but they do have a competitive side of their club team, which has to be selected because there's too many people. I think they have like 300 or 400 members in the club now, so
wow,
cut it down to 25 for the team.
Wow. Went to Arizona State. They had a club team as well. Just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got some tween action.
Oh my gosh. What a tweener. Wow. That was the perfect
like
tweener.
If your partner's going to put the effort in to hit a tweener, we got to at least extend the point there a little bit. We'll talk to Kayla about that later on. Yeah, and again, you know, when you find yourself in the mid-court and you're being fired at, it's usually not the best play to fire back, and that's what we saw there. That was the right play. Nice little reset from the midcourt, but unfortunately in the net.
3-4-2.
Big serve.
And I'm right on the baseline here, so I can tell you it was in.
Yeah, definitely wasn't.
Uh-oh. Would be a good time for a good return here on NC State to get things back in the right direction.
Wow, great hands from both sides.
And again, good first drive there led to some trouble on NC State's side. They need to stop the bleeding here. Nice drop shot.
Wow.
Very nice. And that's that cross-court forehand roll I was talking about earlier. Can be deadly when it goes in.
7-4-2.
Got a side out, 4-7-1 now on the NC State side. They've
See if they can string together a couple points.
Yep, they got to figure something out here.
Yeah, he was ready for that one.
Great setup.
Put that right on his paddle. He was ready. Way to be there.
5-7-1.
Nice serve.
Oh.
There we go. And again, you can create a lot of momentum with a good serve here, so NC State doing a good job.
Got lucky right on the tape.
7-1.
Wow.
Nothing like a great return of serve to set yourself up on the defensive end, and Hunter did that perfectly there.
Tyson McGuffin on the other side of us just handed the ball over.
7-2.
Oh, we got Mr. McGuffin.
Got a few pros out here watching.
Oh.
Both sides are laughing.
She had a nice idea though on a high bouncing drop to speed that up, but he was definitely waiting on that down the line speed up. Yeah, got a little breezy right before the shot. And here we go, NC State with a chance to put some more on the board. That was probably a forehand there.
Yep.
Got caught on the backhand side.
6-7-2.
All right, we are tied up here.
With these conditions, you have to serve big. It's just going to create a lot of errors or short returns. It's windy, unpredictable.
Yeah, it's been a common theme this week with the PPA Pro Tour. We've been seeing a lot of crazy shots and shots that should have gone in, but have sailed out.
Hunter with the gentleman's apology there. Definitely know he's happy about that one.
It's the sorry, not sorry, though. He's definitely not sorry about it.
Especially at 7-7. 7-8. 7-8.
It's a good defense from UNC getting back into the kitchen line.
We can see like these players are. It's just that the mentality is I want to finish the point quickly, and sometimes it's just not the way it's going to work. You have to build it up a little bit, make these players move side to side a little bit more.
The first timeout I've seen in the last two matches, but we will be right back after this.
Introducing Versix Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experienced enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Versix Raw, your game elevated.
Back at the North Carolina Cup Collegiate Club Showcase, Ireland Horvat on the mic with Noah Sarabin. Noah, Hunter just came over to you. You kind of said, serve bigger, serve bigger.
Yeah.
Let's see if he follows that rule. Oh, he wanted the Ernie there.
There you go. Aggressive dinking there by Kayla. Could have been trouble, but instead worked out. Interesting. And UNC not unwinding the stack, not the snack I've been
The
eating
snack.
lately.
You hungry?
Yeah. All right, let's see if Hunter
Let's
can.
let's see if he
muster
takes
up
your
some-
tip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
781.
We'll give him a B+ on that one. I think he can probably go for more still.
Here he goes. He gets a second try
There
here.
we go.
See if this is up to your standard, Noah.
Ah, I like that.
Big serve.
And look
Yep.
at that. Big serve leads to less pace on the return coming back. He can line up his drive. Worked out pretty well.
Who would have known? Who would have thought?
Look at that. See, the big serve is not necessarily to trick the opponent or make them miss. It just creates less pace on the way back. And when it's windy, it just helps you out with your next shot, which is obviously the third ball here. Look at that. Good 3 serves in a row and 3 points
There we
in a row.
go. UNC takes the first game.
I'll make sure that Hunter acknowledges
Noah's
me
going to
here.
go do some coaching, and we will be right back after this.
Introducing Versix Raw, the sweet spot of price and performance. All of the features you asked for, brought to you by the experts at Pickleball Central. Toray T700 Raw Carbon technology creates lasting spin, and a unique elongated shape amplifies power and broad court coverage. Experienced enhanced control with a hybrid core and the flexibility of an extended handle for two-handed shots. An octagonal grip with sealed edges guarantees comfort. Versix Raw, your game elevated.
North Carolina, you always turn up, so we think you deserve a better betting experience. Win or lose, you get up to 5% of your wager back in fan cash to spend on jerseys, fan gear, bonus bets, and more. Welcome to the most rewarding sports book.
Don't let
Back at the North Carolina Cup Collegiate Club Showcase. Into game 2 here. UNC took the first game. Noah, you were talking to Hunter and Kayla. What did you tell Kayla when you called her over? She didn't come up to you. You called her over.
I just told her to look for her forehand cross-court roll and to go a little bit wider as she dinks it. Number one, her forehand roll is very aggressive, so if she stays too narrow, it's going to go directly to the opponent, possibly leading to some speed ups or counter punches. And two, by keeping it too narrow, she's not making her opponent move enough, so she needs to go a little bit wider and create some sidestepping on the opponent's part.
1-0-2.
I don't mind that, though. I like the move.
Yeah.
Good drop by Hunter. Kayla was pouncing on that.
0-1-1.
Got Piper to serve here.
1-1-1. Second serve. 1-1-2.
Unfortunate there. Both thirds in a row missed. That breaks up your momentum, especially when they've gotten the ball back.
1-1-1.
See what UNC does.
Great
Again,
hands.
Yep, good hands by NC State. I like the serving there, creating some opportunities on the third and fifth.
1-1-2.
And again, we see that Kayla counter-punching from the midcourt there, not in a position to be offensive. It rarely turns out well, especially as people's hands get better on the other side of the net. That's a habit that amateurs have to break as they get better and better, because it does not work very often. And that was in.
Yep.
Little topspin, little win. That's all you need around here for the ball to land 2 inches inside the line.
That's right.
2-1-1.
And great
Wow.
return there.
Second serve.
Big smash from Hunter.
That 0-0-2 is packing the punch.
2-1-2.
Oh.
Point.
That's the trouble with unwinding the stack when you return cross court, is you're exposing the backside there, and Hunter unfortunately got passed down his line.
3-1-2.
Wow.
Nice little exchange there. NC State pulling away. What is it, 4-5-1?
Yeah, 4-1, and this is what I mentioned last time. At this side, for some reason, I believe it's the win probably, is they're getting a bigger head start.
Yeah. See how UNC responds. We still haven't seen a real dink exchange to see if Kayla's going to go wider on her dinks. Love that. Oh. And that ball would have sailed back to the fence had it not hit Hunter's head. But again, that was a great thing by Kayla, I thought.
1-4-2.
Created what they were looking for. Nice. Nice
Great
get
get
there
from
by Hunter.
Yep, great get from Hunter. And perfect drop shot in the kitchen from Piper.
Nice little roll there. See if UNC can add a couple here.
4-1-2.
Again,
I just
a missed
realized
third.
it's Peter and Piper on the the NC State side.
Peter and
Piper picked a pickle pepper. I don't know what the rest of it is, but that's pretty funny.
I'm not getting into that.
You don't want to try?
Nope. Here we go. Ooh, nice hands by Kayla. But again, you saw how narrow her forehand dink was there, and then she popped it up a little bit and it goes directly to Piper. Keeping it wider would be a little safer. Oh, nice hands, Piper. That's called bringing a knife to a gunfight, Hunter.
I don't think you said it loud enough. I don't know if he could hear you.
That's all right. The thousands of listeners heard me. That's all we need. Nice drive.
3-4-2.
3-4-2. Love those balls from Kayla. Again, that fake apology, but we'll take it.
Great shots by Kayla. Very defensive player.
4-4-2.
Do you say sorry when you hit the tape, Ireland? Or do you just never
I
hit
think
the
I
tape?
do because it's a habit, because I've been watching so much pro pickleball that
Yeah.
it's just a habit.
4-4-1.
Yeah. I think you should, but it's not because you're sorry you get the point. It's because you're sorry you won it that way. I think that's more.
Yeah.
You know that you got lucky. Basically, that's
You
what
know
you're
who
saying.
hates those points?
Oh, do I?
Mr. Colin Johns.
Oh,
Up.
and again,
That ball's in again.
That slow high topspin forehand lands in.
That's that win bringing it back.
5-4-2.
Very not untraditional, but something that you don't normally see in pro mixed is that Hunter has barely taken any balls from Kayla.
Well, he's kind of staying very conservative on his side there, and what that's going to lead to is just him seeing less and less balls. There you go. People often, have a misconception about mixed doubles where if the guy comes over and takes the ball, it's perceived as ball hogging or
Yes.
taking away the ball from the female.
Yes.
But really, that's not what it's about. It's about taking pressure off of your partner and getting involved in the play. And if you don't do that, then your partner is going to be seeing a lot of balls, which is, number one, tiring, and two, puts a lot of pressure on them. So by coming over, you're actually helping your teammate quite a bit.
Yeah, very big misconception in mixed doubles. That is something that we get a lot of comments about, for sure.
And if you ask any female pro, they will tell you they're very happy about their partner coming over and taking some of those balls.
Exactly. All right, ball back into NC State. Got 6-5. So I think get some more points on the board here.
5-1.
Looks like she caught it a little bit late there.
Yeah, I like the initial dink going a little wider, but then it seemed like she was a couple feet behind the line, which really didn't favor her in the hands battle there. Ooh, Hunter almost got caught on the backside there.
It's a good leave. Looked very close.
I don't know if it was a good leave or more of like a necessary leave because he was too far from it.
Okay.
Either way, we'll take
Yeah.
it. Oh, unfortunate there.
All right, let's see if UNC can get some firepower going. They've got 5-7-1 here.
5-7-1.
And again, Kayla actually hit 2 really good drops, but Hunter did not show any interest in taking a step towards the center to put some pressure on that cross-court ball coming back. And even if he's not going to hit it, at least showing a step would put so much pressure on the person hitting the 4th ball at that point. Although another good drop led to an error here, but I'd like to see Hunter, as Kayla is hitting that cross-court drop, take a 1 step towards the center and at least show that he's there to put some pressure.
We are off 5-7, but we're now at 7-6-1. NC State's got the ball.
7-6-1.
Seems like everyone's having a good time around here.
Yeah, and it looks like these 4 are friends and they know each other. Do they play often together, or?
Well, I mean, NC State and UNC are only let's say like 30 minutes apart. So, you know, they've had a couple of collegiate events and local tournaments. I'm sure they've seen each other as well. So, yeah, I'm sure they've seen each other quite a bit. And again, Kayla again winning that one, but she's still a couple of feet behind that kitchen line, which sometimes is good in mixed doubles, but in hands ball exchanges, sometimes it's going to hurt her.
6-7-1.
Yeah, great job by Kayla that time from the midcourt, not counterpunching. Decided to go with a little block, extending the point, and then they came out on top.
7-7-1.
It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Hunter there with a great drive and close. Sometimes you can bake your own shake, and that was the time to do it.
Bake your own shake. I love it. I've never heard that one.
Never heard about the shake and bake?
I've heard the shake and bake, but
Sometimes you bake your own shake.
Serve. Eight, 7-2.
Yeah.
Right out.
Great serve by Hunter. Kayla again a little too narrow on those dinks. I would love her to go just 1 foot to the left, a little wider. We still haven't seen it around the post. I like to say that until your opponents go around the post, just keep going wider. Oh, Piper, some energy in that out call there, but you know what? Sometimes you got to do that.
That's right.
8-8-1.
You know, Colin does it to Ben all the time.
Nice drop. Ooh. Ooh, ooh.
Oh.
And again, Kayla gets caught there. That's the trouble when you always put topspin on your dinks. You're bound to pop some up because it's just such a low to high stroke.
UNC, Hunter calls a timeout here, and we will be right back after this short break.
To do ruin your play. Reset, the ultimate solution to bring back the grip, spin, and control to your carbon fiber pickleball paddle. Say hello to a paddle that feels brand new. Reset. Play hard, play clean.
NC State's got the ball here. We are in game 2, 9-8.
Time in. 9-8-1.
Great return
Noah,
by Kayla.
you told Hunter to come closer to the center line, 1 step closer to Kayla, and it looks like he listened on that last point.
Well, I told him in a very specific context. When Kayla is dropping her third ball from the baseline cross court, I'd like him to take 1 step more through the middle and put some pressure on that next ball. But
10-8-2.
we're not on the ball, but at least on the shot. Oh, nice hands. Good job there, both
Great
teams.
defense.
And a well-needed side out by UNC. See if they can get this back to even.
8-10-1.
Nice. Nice drop by Hunter initially there. And unfortunately, unforced error there on the other side.
9-10-1.
most.
Wow.
But again, you can see every ball Kayla is hitting is such heavy topspin that sometimes it's great and sometimes it pops up. And so sometimes she may need to go to a bit of a flatter stroke when she's in trouble positionally.
Oh.
Side out,
Wind
UNC.
definitely picking up here.
UNC with a threat of a game 3 on the line here. NC State can close this. Let's see.
10-9-1.
There we go. That's better dinks there. Second game point. The sun is starting to go down and it's starting to get chilly around here, which means the ball is going to play faster.
Wow.
Oh, little wind help there. UNC will take all they can get right now.
Yeah. Kayla playing the left on that side, on that point, I mean.
9-10-1.
I like the serve. I think he went 120% on his drive there. Sometimes 80% is enough to control it.
9-10-2.
Wow.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Hunter taking that first step there, coming back cross court, protecting his line. That's the way to do it.
10-10-2.
Good drive by Hunter. As Piper was not at the line, he was able to find the feed. And now UNC with a game point and match point.
11-10-2.
Oh, and you never want to end on a missed return. But what a great game there.
What a great game.
Great match, 11-8, 11-12-10. UNC takes the...
Thank you all for joining us at the North Carolina Cup Collegiate Club Showcase. Noah, thank you for hopping in here.
Oh, my pleasure. It was fun.
Go celebrate with your boys.
Yeah.
And gals, I
Yeah.
should say.
And I've got another match coming up here on center court with Ben
Yes.
John. So everyone, if you're not going to watch this anymore, tune into the PPA center court.
This was the last match on.
Okay.
So we will end this stream here. Everybody go tune into pickleballtv.com. Maybe you will see Noah on the player bench with Ben and Colin.
That's what I do. I'm pretty good at warming up that bench.
Big bench warmer over here, but he
Someone's
does a
gotta
lot
do
more
it.
things than that, that's for sure. Thank you, Noah, for joining us, and thank you all for tuning in. We will see you later.